Right then. This is going to be a shorter than the other one. Mostly because I'm all of a sudden hungry again. I really shouldn't have put that on stream. Go back. Yeah, let's go back to this. And then fix that. Okay. And that fixes stuff. Okay then. So, we need to move everything over by at least 2. Specifically, everything out of the way. There we go. Okay, so yes, this one is correct. Oh. Now that straight. Wait. Where's the next machine? Next machine. Next machine. Feel that would go. So this is number 1. Fudge. No, and I can't do that either. Because that would be a double. Fudge. No, I have something that goes 1 over. I can probably use a launcher here too. This is gonna be so stupid. If I were to move things like this, and I were to get another T-junction in there, this would, however, move the entire thing down by 1, which I don't really want. Especially seeing as that would move this entire thing over by 1 this way, which I don't want. Fudge. I actually kind of want this to be backed up by 1, that way I can toss the things into here. Then maybe over here into there. Anyway. Nothing over here. Nope. This is... This could possibly be moved over. I don't know. This entire staircase might be able to be moved over towards the side using the angle corner thingy. I would want 1 offloader, onloader, nope. Actually, as long as I have three rows, or at least... Actually, I might be able to do this with only 2 rows. I don't actually know what the stupid requirements are. At least not off the top of my head. There's that at least. That's gonna be so I can use. Nope. Ugh. Yeah, that's not a piece that I needed. Okay, then. Come over here. Package. See, the important thing is even if the other method is technically more efficient space-wise, this method is the one that's more efficient when it comes down to the space that I'm using versus the space that I'm not using. I suppose a better way of phrasing it would be the space that I care about versus the space that I don't care about. There's stamp one. So this may be a problem. If I move this entire row down by 1, instead I can then do a squiggly here. Okay. The wrong machine. I want this one. Note the weight, then cargo time. No, if I move everything back by 1 mil, then I can inlay these. No, that was actually exactly what I wanted. For some reason, I thought that this was where it was gonna go off. Don't know why. Oh no, yeah, we do want that coming from over there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, these are gonna have to be moved also. Fudge. At least I got a lot more room over here now. So this one is 3 long. This one is 1, 2. Guess I could put you to make it 3 long. No, you're 3. No, didn't realize F also did the zoom thing. So that's 3. That's 2. And that would be 3. So then we would have out from there. Out from there. And I guess out from here. Then you'd curve, come through here, you'd curve out. I guess that works. Oh, no, one of these is too many. Because you're part of that. So I guess coming out from over here. No, we actually do want that. One of these is too long. I don't know which one is too long. I don't care. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have a total of 8 through here. I need a total of 8 through here, so I'm good. side of this is going fine. I'm just gonna leave this for now. Yeah, I'll put you there. Oh no. Here we go. And again, I want to be tossing the packages from over here outwards this way. I didn't have anything connecting there. This input is fine. That's going into that one fine. This input will be perfectly fine. It's just going to go straight. Once I find the straight pieces again. Shut up. Okay, so at least theoretically, we should have most of this finished. We still need to set up the return route for both of these. Oh, didn't even remember that we needed a approval stamp on this side. And we're gonna want one of these here. So we may have substantially more room over here than I had it previously thought we'd have. So at minimum, probably stick you there. At minimum, we can probably get another sphere over here and possibly get this one going out through there. So we might be able to get a couple more here. Yeah. Anyway, that gets this side done. This side we need one thermal piece. Thank you. And a couple of straight pieces. Okay, so I can tell. Oh. Actually, if we put the stamper in over here. Okay, so that gets us shooting this all the way over to this side. This one can go and shoot over to this area over here. Although I'd much prefer it if it was shooting over to over here. I don't want you to. Actually, really appreciate one more of those blur panels. Let me see if I have a spare blur panel over here. I do have one more spare blur panel. Let's finish this then. One more blur panel over here. Yeah. So what'll happen is this is gonna go backwards, these are gonna go forwards over here, and that'll ensure that even the stuff from over here that just goes boop over, gets into a single pile over here. Yeah. So one of these, it should have a spare launcher. This one gets to go that way. Oops. And I forgot we don't actually want these. We want second. I need to grab you because we're going to be picking up a lot of these. I have half a mind to just hit save and then exit. So the plan is to have how many of them are actually animals? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-journals. Shop. Five multi-journals. So the receiving of the tosses. And honestly, I should probably have like 2 to pause, 1 to pause, or possibly 3 to pauses, 1 to pause, tossing into the. Oh. Actually, probably have these go this way. Yeah. So then everything feeds into this. Let's see if these should probably go that way too. Just because the most common ones are going to go through here and through here. And honestly, if I could reorganize this a bit better, yeah, if I could rejiggle this a bit better, I'd. If I were to make this into a splitter, I could make this into a curve, second curve there going in there. Maybe later. But that would let me widen this up by 1 and have this entire thing, instead of doing this curve around there, it could instead curve, essentially curve out and then go back around and then go into this side. So then I'd have 4 entryways from there. Oh, whatever. So yeah. So the plan will be that this goes over and in there. This goes over and in. Okay, yeah, I think I am actually gonna have to do this. Close you out, and move you. Um, you have any turns? No, you don't. Okay. Oh, your turn. The street piece. And with that, everything will go in here. Oh, right. I almost forgot. The tile there gets moved over by one per thing. This let's do it like that. Oh. Actually, on these. I need one meal loader and 1, 2, 3, 4 meal. I'm probably gonna leave it here without even completing another quote-unquote day of the... Especially because at least one side of this isn't even done yet. But, at least with this, we can be reasonably certain that any packages that land over there get out over here. And of course I had some over here. Because why not? Yeah. Not you over here. that... Okay, so that definitely makes it in there. So then with this one, I doubt this is gonna make it in there. No, okay. That's nowhere near getting it. Probably redline everything coming in. You should be a call conveyor, yeah. Oh. Okay. What happens if it's one less than that? I'll raise you up by one. Because I wanted to just make it in there, if at all possible. Yes! That's exactly what I want. Because as long as it's hitting the edge, that means that it's not going to continue through. So rather that it's not going to spill out on this side. Anyway. So we've at least got ingestion done. I could probably have another launcher go in this direction. Probably have another launcher go this direction and catch over here to stick into this line. But no, if it's pre-approved, it doesn't need to go into this line, it would need to go onto that line. So no, I don't want to do a catcher right now. Probably get another express... Oh, I could probably get another express line through here. So that could be the express line from this one. Oh, okay. I didn't actually realize that that's how I did stuff. So this middle one is the express acceptance line. From the express acceptance as well as from that acceptance. Okay, I didn't realize that that's how I had stuff set up. That's actually fairly acceptable, all things considered. I actually do need a T-junction. Do I not have any more straight pieces? So, these ant wheels, these are gonna stay, but... I know it's supposed to go onto the white powder over there. I only need one more straight piece. Guess there's no straight pieces on there. Yay, one more straight piece. Okay. So I suspect this one. If I instead have you go that way and move you back by one, and you move back by one, you can instead have Eh. You don't actually want a multi joiner. Fudge. One clear there. That's actually at least done. One clear there, and I need I need 1, 2, 3, 4 tail ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 unloaders. 5 unloaders actually. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loaders. At least 2 milk runners. I think that's what I need. Hopefully that's what I need. And hopefully this pallet has enough room. And yes, I meant to get off earlier. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't have enough room. This is gonna be annoying. Okay, so. First things first. You there? 2, 3. Okay, now. Loader conveyor goes there, loader conveyor goes there. And loader conveyor goes there. Unloader conveyor goes here, here, and here, along with here and here. The other conveyor goes there, pallets over here. And then I need to grab whatever those two were over there, because I don't actually know what I didn't manage to grab over here. Those are two middle loader conveyors. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I get this in the line. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. And also need a straight piece. Should be a straight piece on this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Good news is, with this big of a mess, we should, theoretically, grab these pallets. I want to make sure that all of these are properly being redirected. Okay, good. Right. Let's pause. So we start with this one and both of these red cages. I should really have a pauser somewhere over there to prevent any backups from occurring. I should really have one of those, a parcel conveyor, for when I'm testing. That way I can ensure that nothing goes out. Similarly, before I finish the day, it's fine. Oh. Okay, you made it through. You made it through. You made it through. Okay. So then I think the only place left that even potentially has a problem is the pre-approval line, but I just fixed that as well. Okay, well, I'm gonna do one today. So it's 10. So what do we have open? We have truck and train. Train is the one that's all the way down here. Yep. Okay, so somehow I got a incorrect meal time one in there. Don't know how. some of the discussion board that it would be nice to be able to pay to have a couple of days when everything is open. Specifically, that way you can have one day when everything is open to empty out your stockpiles, and then have a second day when everything is open to see just how much raw throughput you can get at what accuracy rating. Even if it costs extra money, so like you're not making, you have to pay a substantial cost to have the extra stuff, and that you have to pay the day before, not the day of. That would be a pretty good way to be able to test maximum throughput. Look. Like one of these. Oh no, it's okay. No, it's because of prioritization. So loading and unloading, right? So this middle section will always have priority for loading and unloading, and this side will always have the lower priority, which is actually almost good, because that means that it looks more thorough than it actually is at the beginning. So yeah, right now, this line here is unloading. Yeah, okay, both are fully upgraded. So just as soon as this is done, then just as soon as this one is done, these will start unloading. Well, specifically this one will start unloading, then this one, then I presume that one. That one's red and that one's red. Yeah. And see, if I was smart, I could probably... Oh, not that one. If I was smart, I could probably probably use one of those for offloading, but I'm not going to. And yeah, this is moving now. Oh yeah, because they merge into the one over there, right? And yeah, I really should have color-coded these, that way I have them grouped. And maybe that's the next thing that I'll do, is I'll go through and I'll color-code each of these groups while they're empty. So like I'll color-code all of the rejection storage with red, I'll color-code all of the inputs different colors, and I'll color maybe all of the train ones. What colors do we actually have? Right, table. What colors do we actually have? We'd probably do like yellow for train, sky blue for air, and do we have sky blue? No, we only have dark blue. Maybe orange for air. No, white for air, blue for ocean, green for train, and then like probably orange, yellow, and pink for the different ingestion, with black being another group and red being dedicated for rejection line stuff. And honestly, I should probably move some of this stuff up by one. Out by one possibly instead. Mostly that way, I can get through to the other side for the maintenance of stuff. Because I can't actually get in over there to take a look at stuff. Similarly, I should probably move this one down by one, that way I have the extra line here. Actually, I should probably do that right now. This lets me get into over here. Still can't get in over there, but that's a different problem. And could actually probably be fixed just by shifting this one down by one. This one moved back by one. And this one moved... No, that wouldn't fix it. Yeah, no, that would not fix it. If I instead move this one down by one layer here, Well, anyway, everything go. Oh, I don't care that those are the wrong colors. This should probably also be a set of um combined with over here, but that's less important because that one can only ever get one going through at a time. Uh-oh. Okay. So we're definitely not seeming to be losing packages. But we do have a backup somewhere over here. That explains quite a bit over there. Oh, I see what the problem is. We're almost done for the day. You're fine. You're fine. You seem to be fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, and you're fine. Okay. So I can tell everyone's fine. And the only reason why this one's having issues is because it now has the humps. And even then, that's only, it's not fine as fair as, those go, and that can easily be fixed just by having a set of shutters over here for, pre-approvals. That's at least explaining why that's now the slowdown again. I can probably actually have launches going over here where we can have a stash of pre-approvals. And then probably something similar going this direction to a stash of pre-approvals. Yeah, that's probably what I'll wind up doing. Wind up having the pre-approvals do the same bounce. I may redo this with a pre-approval cache system somewhere where them build up to get cached before getting tossed or whatever. That's therapeutic, in my opinion. Just seeing the packages fly through the air to get to the right spot. Yeah, I'm gonna want a backlog over here, probably of at least 2, possibly 4. I'm gonna want a backlog over there of at least 2, backlog over here of probably 3, if I can get it. So over 1,000 in a day, with 2 wrong. What's the second wrong one going to? Invalid approval. You know what probably happened? I was probably standing in front of there and got knocked into the deny. It got knocked from the deny into the approval one. Okay, well, that side's done. This side is done. This side is done. So the scanning goes. Scanning appears to be done. So the only stuff left... Actually, I suspect that this is going to be the last box. Ooh. yeah, technically we don't need the super fast stamper over there, but I don't care. What we should totally do is move both of these back by one. But possibly this over by one, this over by one, that way this can go... Yeah. So that we can split this into there when it needs to be, so that we can split this into there when it needs to be, so that we can decimate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna collapse you. Move you out of the way. Oops. We have a good multi-joystick there. So the plan would be this one and this one we would have we'd have a splitter here. No, we'd have a drainer. That's complicated. But it's more complicated than it absolutely needs to be. But that's a good reason. So we have a drainer there. And we'd have a planer here. So this one would split between straight and this way, and then this one would split between straight, which goes that way, and that way. No, and then this one would split between yeah, that actually makes sense. This one would split between straight going. Yeah, well, whatever. It's gonna be a set of splits. So I think the only areas where I have tail, because we've essentially ripped up the flooring and haven't put it back yet. Is over here, where we have to have this corner piece going in, and over here. Oh, and this corner right here. Oh, and that corner right here. But at least that one we can at least have one splitter on. Pretty sure that I have one last splitter over here. So at the very least I can make sure that this one I don't need to care about tomorrow. Because the intention is so that the overloaded one can be split out amongst the other ones, that way it doesn't get overloaded anymore. Because yeah, that's becoming a problem. Though admittedly, at least some of this is going to be adjusted over like this. So that we at least have one buffer spot for this one. And what I might wind up doing is having a shelf for this one, a shelf for these two. Well, actually, that's not such a bad idea. So you put one shelf over here, and you have a loader from each of these, and you have a single unloader that goes that direction. You have a similar shelf over here with an unloader that goes this direction. And then you have a shelf over here with an unloader that goes onto the main aisle. So you'd have the unloader over here and then having it merge over there. Yeah, that could probably also help. So I'm actually going to... Oh, come on. I think my keyboard's low on power. And then I am going to go through over here and collapse all of these down so that tomorrow we can make these into one color. Do I denial? Yeah. So that's gonna be one color. And I might wind up moving some of it. Because at minimum, I could have this over here instead. Put the loader there, and then I can get rid of this loader. And then just T-junction that. Speaking of which, do I have a T-junction? Trying to convert. There we go. I need 2 cloths. But that'll make it easier for me to see stuff throughout this stupid, setup, yeah. Anyway. I can do those, and then I can finish this area out over here. Okay. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye now. So I managed to,